You say life is a university, university is a college. College is knowledge. Yeah? You gain knowledge around and not through the system. You see, when Rockefeller start the world system, they said do not want people of thinkers. They want the people of workers. Yeah? So what them do, they create a system, and that is a school system. So you learn engineering, yeah, in the school. So you're not thinking about engineering, you're learning what somebody else already know. Yeah? They teach maths, that's what somebody already know. They teach English, Spanish, French, Italian, and things like that. And that's kind of thing talk about African language. Because African language and the language that Africans speak do not implement it in the international arena. Yeah? Because they do not accept that in their ways of life. So basically, that do not accept it. Yeah? So you'll find different African country talking European language, have European language as a national language. And we're not going to talk about Jamaican, Barbados and things like that, and other Caribbean country who talk Spanish, French, or English. Yeah? You will never find none of those African country or Caribbean country talk Russian, because Russia never slave African country. Yeah? And Africa never been a governor of an African country. Yeah? That's the next story. But hear this. That is what's happening. So come back to this thing. They create a system of followers, not leaders. Yeah? So if you are a follower, you will always doing what they've implemented, and you're always looking at what other people do, other people say that's what other people say, other people ways of life. And that is the reason why we are living in a system that we always be a victim of looking at other people and want to be like other people. That's how they could created those systems. Yeah? They create a system that said the herbal medicine that people used to use over the years. That's when they read the history book of back in the days, the Bible and the Quran and other history book. People living for 900 years, 200 years, and they're fit and healthy and strong because of the herbal, and them connect to nature and the land. Now, it is created in a lab, but it's a money-making thing. The medical system is money-making thing, so it's controlled with a piece of paper that make in a factory, and they do some mathematical thing on it and put values and different paper that make in a factory. Yeah, so the English pound will value a certain money, the American dollar will value a certain money, the Chinese money, the Russian money, the Italian money, euro, and other countries in Africa value certain money. Jamaica money value certain money, because they put a value and they create a system. And who control the system is actually the slave masters control the system, family. The people who slave people. So when they come out of slavery, yeah, when they move from slavery, from the beating and the bullying and the thing, they create a next system. And when they create the next system, is to use other ways to control the wealth and the power. That's why they could stand up and say, oh, I'm putting sanction on this country because this country is not doing what we want them to do. I am putting sanction on this thing, they build prison, yeah, but they make guns. Do you ever see anyone in America, England, Germany, Italy, Europe raid a gun factory, say the gun that come out of the factory that go to Africa, go to America, in the street of Brixton, in the street of New York, in Berlin, Paris, anywhere, committing crime, come from the factory, and this factory going to close down, and the owner for the gun factory is going to prison. No, you're not going to find that. Because that is one of the way of them power and authority. They say they want peace, they want love, they want unity, they want world peace. But what they did, they make beer guns from, they make bombs. Each and every time they do them budget, it's millions in them budget for weapons. Not, you can use weapons for peace. If we need peace, we need education, we need love, we need food, we need knowledge and experience and support. Yeah? But they're creating for violence. Yeah? And say they want love. Or can you creating things for violence and say you need love? Anyhow, it's I Level Alex, love in the community, me gone.